Shut up, Navy, shut up!
Ah, I don't have that disadvantage not talking about her.
Oh, yuck. Rain, go away. Get out of here. Get lost. You know what? I got something for you. Toggle. Oh, no. Let's leave it on for dramatic effect. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Scythe and Tigra back again for another Minecraft. Or in Swedish terms, chocolate Lego. Now, I know. Let's touch that up. Oh, the music's very loud. I'm gonna have to fix that in editing. But, so, quite a few things. Today's episode is probably going to be a bit more explaining than actually doing stuff. I just broke a block, didn't I? Yep, I did. Now, as you may notice right here. Oh, what's this? Ooh, that's quite cinematic, isn't it? You know what? Let's take care of that. Toggle downfall. Watch this. Look how beautiful this is. Ah. Hey, wait, look. Blocks are actually wet for a little bit. Oh, maybe that's just how it looks on the leaves and stuff. Ah, I don't know what those are. It's some kind of glitch. But you may notice that we are in a different area, different place, different time. We are no longer. This is a separate series, kind of, I guess. I don't know. Minecraft is a special beast because this game has so many different options available for it that you can actually, hello Cole, you can actually end up, oh King Cole, you can have so many different series in this game. You know, a lot of my original inspiration for Let's Plays and stuff, not that I'm so much into Minecraft, but a lot of the people on the Minecraft servers and stuff, I was actually really into them, especially B00 and Etho, you know? And not that, I mean, this is actually still crazy for me. I always think of this every time that I'm recording Minecraft. I always think like, it's like, wow, I'm actually on YouTube recording Minecraft. I never saw this coming, you know? But the people have spoken. And I want to point out that today we are not on the Minecraft server because of technical difficulties. I will get into it. Now, the story as it goes, for those that do not know, here is a cave. It is beautiful, and we will do some more adventuring, I hope, in the episodes to come. Hello, Cliff. Oh, that's another cave. But, we kind of ended up, like, the series ended up kind of pulling away from survival and stuff and going into the whole online bracket, which was great. It was fun, you know? And I'm not saying that I'm not going to ever go on the server again or anything like that. It's just, for a little while, I ran into quite a few technical difficulties with YouTube and Minecraft. Look at this beautiful bridge I built. I spit on you. I spit on the bridge. But, seriously, I was dealing with some major technical difficulties between me and my Minecraft videos and YouTube, but I finally ended up figuring those out. And then after that, I ended up running into quite a few technical problems with the Minecraft server, like the Scythe server, hosted by my good friend Pokey, well, I call him Frosty, but Poke Guy 56 Minecraft is still his YouTube username. But hello sheep, you're gross. So what ended up happening? Here's the story in a nutshell. The server has always had technical difficulties. Unfortunately, 360 smack. Oh, I hope I didn't break anything. I'm backpedaling and getting distracted. It's always had technical difficulties on the server, everybody, like straight up, you know, running a Minecraft server is easy for some people, not easy for me. You know, I would love to host a server of my own, but I don't have a computer that could, like, my internet's not that great, and I don't want to have to pay for a private IP, even though I know there's other external programs that can help that, blah, 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 etc., etc., etc. So, a couple times now, we've actually dealt with this server, crashing a couple times, and recently there was another big crash where it's like now nobody can get on it. As far as recording this episode is concerned anyway, the server might be back up after this is done, or once this is uploaded, I don't know, we'll see. And this path does lead somewhere. I've built a little something, that's why I'm kind of procrastinating. But it's like, for Poke Guy, and I can understand this, the server is not his top priority. You know, and that's understandable. You know, it's a very small knit community, and even then it's like it's very hard to catch other people being on the server at the same time because everyone's kind of doing their own thing. And so with that, combined with the fact that Poca could only ever like Frosty could ever only host a server during a very specific few hours, and those hours were not very good for me just because we're kind of like living so far apart from each other that it was very inconvenient for me. You know, a lot of times I could never get on. It's like, oh, I can finally, I got everything out of the way. I can finally record some Minecraft. And then it's like, oh, the server's down for the day. So what I decided to do is, here's the focus. I'm going to try and lay it on the line here. I know I've taken like 5 minutes to try and explain this, but hey, we are going to like have this single player world, and this is probably going to be our primary. We are still going to do stuff on the Scythe server for sure. Like I still got a couple builds on there that I want to focus on and stuff. Maybe I'll get a different texture pack so that people can differentiate the series between solo and the server itself. I don't know. Isn't this beautiful? Look at all of this. Look at that. That's some scenic picture right there, isn't it? I'm taking a screenshot regardless if that's not the title card because it's too plain. But I want to be able to give more Minecraft. You know, like it just feels like it's like I know people want it. You know, I know people want it based on the amount of views that they get and stuff like that and all the positive feedback and everything. And heck, the Minecraft series in general was my first ever Let's Vote series, which I think that's a great idea if I do say so myself, and I am definitely going to use it in the future. But I'm just saying, like, it's like we're gonna have a single player series. We're gonna focus more on Minecraft. I want more Minecraft on my channel. Not that like anyone who's watching this, by the way, here's what I built. I will get into it in a minute. Not that anyone who watches my other content needs to fear, because of course I am still going to heavily focus on, like, I am a Let's Play channel. I'm not a Minecraft channel. So that said, I do want to have more Minecraft on my channel, just because for the time being right now, like especially with Let's Plays and stuff, Minecraft is one of the easiest series I that I can actually run, because Mojang is one of the rare companies. Like, unfortunately, YouTube has leveled up with their policies and copyright and all that stuff. It's just straight up getting ridiculous. So now it's like, unless you have specific, very explicit documentation from the game developer or publisher or whatever that states, etc., 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 which Mojang certainly does. So that's why it's very easy. By the way, you'll notice that there's no bridge here, and I will explain that in a minute. But Minecraft is just a very easy series for me. Like, just as far as a YouTuber is concerned. Oh, look at this, a trapdoor. So anyway, besides all my rambling, everybody, I'm just saying that I am going to close the door. I am going to try and focus a little bit more attention on just Minecraft in general. I don't know how much that means. I don't know if this series is going to become that much regular, but it's like, as far as it stands right now, and I will have a news video about this rather than explaining this in the Minecraft video, but hey, everyone in here is kind of spoiled now, right? But I'm definitely going to focus a little bit more attention on the series that are more popular. I don't like how this doesn't work. How we can't see the glowstone through the glass. Well, it was beautiful while it lasted. I'm gonna have to figure out a way that we can have like a wall of water just to look out into the great blue yonder, you know? Because I set up all those glowstones and it looks really cool. But yes, I want to focus more attention on Minecraft. And just in general, like, it's like I gotta kind of step up with things. Oh, pardon me. I'm being attacked by my insides. Take 1 torch to travel through the tunnel, because I originally designed it from this side of the tunnel, actually. Yeah, I know. You know what I need? I need a sword. A wooden sword. Because this way we can attack blocks and stuff without destroying them. By the way, this cool little box in the Chroma Hills texture pack, that is a sponge. Yeah. And I want to use them. I'm gonna use them. I don't care, especially in a single player world. I can get away with stuff like that because it's, you know, this is ours. This is our place. And dun dun dun! Check it out. Yes, I worked on this maybe, oh my goodness. I don't know if it's the biome or something. I don't know how Minecraft works, but I gotta say, this world is the rainiest world I've ever played in. Straight up. By the way, I don't have the day-night cycle on. We will turn that on when we do some survival stuff. But for the time being, we're probably going to be focusing a lot more attention on building. Now, dun 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 dun. Check this out. Check it out. Isn't it beautiful? I think it is. Bloop. And I want to get another one from this side because this is a paddle wheel type of thing, right? Yeah. Oh. Well, it doesn't look as pretty from this side, that's for sure. What if I do this? That looks good. Yes, it does. Now, where should we start? Where should we start? I think we should start in the main house itself. Now, what I ended up trying to do here, I actually built the paddle wheel first. That was the first thing that I built in this whole area. Also, by the way, little touches, I actually filled up the sand kind of across the borders there and put a lot more sand under the water and stuff just so that it's a little bit more of a beach. And it's beautiful. Ooh, I love that. Ooh, did you see that beautiful like eye color change? Watch this. Blah, it's beautiful and bright. Oh, it didn't do it that time because we weren't underground enough for our guys' eyes to adjust. But anyway, paddle wheel. And then I made it so that this part of the building is smaller. And then it goes into the bigger end of it. And then bam, there's a little side thing on the side with all our hay and stuff. And I should probably have boxes and other supplies. But whatever, who cares? Blah. And of course, lanterns and torches just amidst everything. And home sweet home, kind of. Hey, wait a minute, what you doing there? Get out of there. That was a painting. In this texture pack, that's a paint. Don't touch the fire, no! So I got a couch here. A crappy little bed because I figured it didn't have to be in the right spot. Well, right spot. It didn't have to be fancy or anything like that because this is, you know, this is the water turning guy. The paddle wheel dude. Now, you know, supplies over there. I put a bunch of these dispensers here just so it kind of looks cool, I guess. For the crank on the outside, it's too bad you can't actually make objects like animate. I know that there is a mod for that, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not good at modding, everybody. That's why I don't use many of them. Now, of course, one of the other things, I'll start at the bottom here, but there's a kitchen here, which I decided to use different colored wood. Because I think in this texture pack, like, look at that. That kind of looks a little more like a hardwood floor, and it looks really cool and stuff. Also this, which, again, I took this idea from Chris Boiling Action on the Scythe server. Ended up doing this in his house, which, by the way, I do have to make a tour of his house eventually. But and it's just carpet on the top of these tables. Yes. And then, of course, a furnace. Which thankfully in this texture pack, at least over the Adventure Time texture pack, which I used to use a long time ago, looks really cool. This was actually supposed to be a sink. Yes, it was. But you know what? I guess, oh, okay. I know what to do. Let's plop, blop. Oh my goodness. Kiss my grist. You didn't see nothing. Nobody saw anything, right? That wasn't actually there. It's okay. Give me one of those dispensers, you fool. Now the dispensers. No. Bad. Dispensers, when you plop them down, fit with the furnace. I don't know if that's how they look in the real game, but they look cool enough anyway. No. Sign. Okay, water, of course we need. And then a trap? No. Trip. Close enough. They're both the same thing. I've used a couple tricks in this server that or in this solo world, I mean, that I've actually used in the server. Now, this right here is something that I've come to kind of do. I guess it's a little bit like my style of building, which it's all kind of my style of building because I am me and I exist. Bad painting. Bad painting. Put the same one down, please. The ceiling is rough. I don't like this. Okay, okay, screw it. I'm just gonna remove that, and you know what? Actually, if I put 2 of those on the window, that would look pretty cool, because then it would have been like a curtain, right? Oh my gosh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Screw it, we're on Chroma Hills. Anyway, the ceiling, I love this. This is what I like doing in my builds, is having these cascading, like crossing over logs and stuff like that, you know? And kind of having a little bit of depth to the ceilings and stuff like that, just depth in general, because I like doing that on other floors and stuff like that too, but I think it always really looks good to vary up the ceiling and make it a little bit more complex, because look at this, you know, it looks like a log cabin of some kind. Close the door. Yes, I have cobblestone there. What of it? And if we go out here, we can breathe again. Let's take first left before we end up going over all of that stuff. By the way, today, like I said at the beginning of the episode, this is probably all we're going to do today, is I'm going to tour this world before we end up starting like some builds and stuff like that. Hey, Field! Hey, you! Because I'm saying hey to the hayfield, you know? I am funny comedian! Laugh at joke! Ho 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 ho! Blah! Oh, I'm accidentally flying. Woo! I should fly more often. And then we come over here, and look at this. Look at this beautifulness. This is, well, it's kind of a little bit overly complex, but I wanted this to be like a kind of boathouse. Boathouse! Boathouse! And we got glass and stuff, and the logs going down there and stuff. And then I want to show you this because I actually really like this. By the way, I have hay and boxes and stuff, because think of it like supplies have kind of been leaking out, because this is a supply route. Yes, it's a supply route where you come in here, load stuff onto the ship and stuff. I got all these trap doors because I think that this is a really cool idea. Too bad I didn't make the ship go a little closer, but oh well, whatever, that's okay. We can still just make the jump. This is another thing that I like doing. I did this on my floating island on the Scythe server, where we use a tripwire connected to another one as kind of like an anchor. Like, imagine that it's not a, let's just pretend that it's like elf tether or some kind of indestructible thing, because unfortunately there is no chain or anything like that, but it's connecting, it's holding the ship in place. And of course on the ship is just a little bit more supplies. This I'm sure everybody already knows about, but it's just a normal chest next to a trap chest. I don't know if there's supposed to be some way to differentiate which is which, but either way, that way you can put them both beside each other. The mast and all the evilness, and yeah, this boat's evil, isn't it? Okay, then there's all of that beautifulness, which we'll get into. Do. Follow the gravel all the way down here. And then, bam! Logs. I like doing this. I remember seeing this in someone else's video. I forget who. I'm sure lots of other Minecrafters did this, but I never thought of it. Using the railway to act as if it's kind of holding it in place, you know? And that's a whole bunch of logs and stuff. And where did he get the logs? Well, of course, from all of these tree stumps. Because there used to be a bunch of trees here. Yes? No? Maybe so. That's my roleplay excuse. And then, of course, a fishing dock just for kicks, which I should probably have a second layer of gravel right there, but yeah, whatever, who cares. And then when you come over here, boom, this is a little bit overly complicated. You know what? Time, set, 5,000. Will that be better? Yeah, that's better lighting. This is kind of our farm. So we got cows, a mushroom thingamabob, a couple horses, which by the way, there are organic horses over there, so we're gonna have to tame some of those wild beasts. On this side, there's sheep. I don't know why there's only 4. Maybe some of them are dying or escaping. I don't know. Then a bunch of chickens here, which are evil and laying eggs all over the ground. Ooh. This Seuss shader is amazing, isn't it? It actually has shadows to those things. Now, Piggy's over here. I don't know why Chroma Hills has the cow pig, but he's kind of cute. Hey, you! How'd you escape? How did I escape, agent? No, he was bad. He was. Don't look at me with those eyes. It's weird that they actually. Oh, Chroma Hills has nothing for horses. Okay. Anyway, bloop bloop. Ugh. I didn't know those fences did that. That's kind of disappointing. It's too bad they can't both go at once. Whatever, who cares? Now, over here on the left, this might look familiar. It's because, dun dun dun, I copied it from there. Because I do actually have world edit stuff. which I will, you know, we'll get into that a little bit more in this series. But long story short, is that the world edit tools where you can actually, like I've done it on the Scythe server where we use a wooden axe and we can copy and paste and rotate blocks and stuff like that. Apparently it's supposed to have only worked in online servers, but finally I ended up finding one that's for single player. All that will be in the description below of all the mods and texture packs and stuff that I use and blah blah blah. Tiny little shack, and then on this side it's the exact same thing. I just moved the door to the other side and made a bed inside just because why not, you know? And then when we come up here, it's kind of a more beautiful garden type thing. So we got chairs here so two people can, I don't know, sit and play chess or just hang out by this beautiful field, which I absolutely love. I'm kind of stealing this design a little bit more from my kind of... Whenever I think about stuff like this, I think of like a Japanese farm, you know, like a rice farm or something cool like that. And if we come over here, secluded in all of this beautiful sugarcane, which I like to call it bamboo, is another swimming hole type thing. I don't know. That dirt is a little bit high up, but that's okay. And then finally, last but not least, because we already are on 20 minutes, is a hedge maze. Yes. A beautiful hedge maze that I ended up whipping together just for kicks. I don't know about for this episode. I guess I'll probably have to set something up like that. But there will be a world download. And, of course, within this series, it is always going to be the most recent world download rather than having all the older versions and stuff like that. So you can all kind of hang out and build along and stuff. And we'll see what happens. I don't know. I just want to play more Minecraft, you know? And just, yeah, I want to go surviving and fighting monsters and stuff too. And just, yes. So let me see if I remember my hedge maze, because I designed it once and that was it. Let's see if we can just make a beeline straight through this thing. Hello? No, oh, I already looked left. That's one mistake right there. But I think it's just this and then straight to the, no, not straight. This one. Victory! Victory! It's my own hedge maze. So it makes sense that I would know the way, but it looks pretty cool, man. I'm pretty impressed with it, honestly. It's very tiny, and I thought, like, maybe... I've never done anything like this before, actually, with a hedge maze, so I thought maybe, like, that's the entrance, that's the exit, but maybe rather than an exit, it just goes to level 2, and it's even harder or something. Are those mushrooms? Whoa, it's beautiful, and I like those. I like how the world kind of works in chunks like that. It's too bad we couldn't go over there and those would actually be like floating islands or something. That would be really cool if they added floating islands to the game, like legit. But anyway, hello horsey, and hello other horses. Hey look, those sheeps are trying to impersonate the horses. But anyway, yes, that is it. And welcome to my world, everybody. Welcome to our new single player series. I will still do stuff on the Scythe server, of course. I told ya! Toggle downfall. I told you it's the rainiest place. This is the rainiest dang world I've ever been on. Oh, pardon me, excuse me. The sickness just won't go away 100%. But I want to explore, and I think we've actually come up with a really cool spot here. I just want to show this off just before we end up calling the episode. The reason I started building over here was because of this. Look at this natural kind of peninsula, like beautiful, like this is like where you develop a Hawaiian hotel or something, you know? Like, isn't this cool? I just love it. So I really am stoked to see what ends up happening with this world. It's going to be a lot slower than the server because that has multiple people building a lot more often than I can. But I think it's going to be really cool when we end up building a bunch of stuff all over here. Oh, by the way, I'm playing in a higher version. That's why I can see much further and stuff like that. But anyway, we're going to call it here for today's episode, everybody. Ooh, we got a beautiful mountain in the background, too. That's cool. Wow. We're calling it here. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoy the new series. And just overall, I'm going to try my best to have a little bit more Minecraft on the channel. So, thanks again, everybody. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Sign on. Stay epic.